Hey, what's going on, guys? So this is going to be our first review in the lineup of lipless crankbaits that we're going to do, and this is the Lucky Craft LV500. And basically, this review is going to revolve around the LV series. I'm only showing you the LV500. I'll talk a little bit about the other ones though. But I got the LV500 because it seems to be the most popular in the LV series. So we'll be talking mostly about the LV500. Also, I want to tell you guys about the tackle warehouse order that I'm going to be doing. There's a lot of lipless crankbaits. First of all, I have several of them that I haven't reviewed, so I'm going to be going through those first, and then I also have there's several that I'm going to buy over the next couple weeks that are here in town. So the point that I'm getting at is when I make my tackle warehouse order and you don't see a lipless crankbait that you want to see reviewed, more than likely I probably already have it. So I just want to throw that out there for you guys. So, and if you guys went to my Facebook page and you saw all those lipless crankbaits that I had on there that I was trying to show you guys, I'm more than likely going to review all of those. So you guys don't have to worry about picking and choosing, because if you saw it on there, more than likely I'm going to get it. So anyway, Lucky Craft LV500 lipless crankbait. Let's go ahead and talk about it a little bit. Alright guys, so the LV500. If you guys go to Lucky Craft's website, you'll notice that there's three different series of lipless crankbaits. They have the LV RTO, that signature series of lipless crankbaits, and then they have the LVs, this is the LV500, so this is in that LV series, and then they have the LVRs, and I think the LVR is they call it the Revolution series, and then the LV is Lucky Vibration. I looked that up, and that was all I can really find, so I'm going to go with that. But we're focusing on the LV series, and there's 5 lipless crankbaits in that series, starting with the first one, which is the LV series, or LV0, and it's really not much of a traditional lipless crankbait, as it actually does have a lip on it, so it's kind of odd, but it's smaller than the rest of them. It has a length of 2 3/4 inches, has a weight of a ½ ounce, and variable diving depth because it's a sinking lipless crankbait. And this one actually has rattles. Then you move up to the LV100, and this one actually has a little fin on the back of it, so it's different than all the other ones in this series. And that one has a length of 2 1/2 inches, a weight of 7/16 of an ounce, and again, variable diving depth because it's sinking. And then you move to the LV200. The LV200 has a length of 3 inches, 5/8 of an ounce, sinking, variable diving depth, and that one is silent, has no rattles. And then the LV300S has a length of 3 inches, a weight of 3/4 of an ounce, and sinking, variable diving depth, and it's a silent crankbait. And then the one that we have in front of us, the LV500 Max, has the same dimensions as the 300, so it's a length of 3 inches and a weight of 3/4 of an ounce, and sinking, variable diving depth. But this one actually has rattles. So the 300 and the 500 have the same dimensions, but one is silent and one has rattles. So the cool thing about the LV500 is it's probably going to be one of the loudest lipless crankbaits that you're going to have inside of your box. It has, I'll show you guys this ghost minnow just for the interest of showing you what it looks like inside. On their website, they boast that it has 2 different materials for rattles. It's got glass and it's got brass. When I'm looking in there, though, you can see that it looks like it has steel or tungsten as well. So you've got the glass ones here, and then you've got the brass ones back here, and then it looks like they've got another one right up here. And then they've also got a series of smaller ones up here. And what that equates is just for loud, obnoxious, different pitch frequencies of noise when you're shaking it or when it's going through the water. So real loud. Show you guys what it sounds like up against Strike King Red Eye Shad. So there's the Red Eye Shad. This is the LV500 Max. Here's an Excalibur XR50, one of my faves. And then here's a one knocker version. So let's go ahead and show you guys a measurement of this bait. It's basically 3 inches. It's a 1/16 of an inch under 3 inches, so 2 15/16 of an inch. But it's pretty much all of 3 inches of what they're claiming on their website. They've got a lot of colors, as you would come to expect from Lucky Craft. They've got two different size hooks on here. They've got the bigger one up front, the smaller one in the back. Most of these companies are doing this now. Even the Excalibur does that now. When you look at their XR50, so they're putting the smaller one in the back and the bigger one in the front. It's got an oval split ring on the top, and when you look at it, you can see that the head of it here is kind of flared out, kind of almost mushroomed out to the side here. So that's just, I'm sure, to help it catch more water and kind of create more vibration. When I fish with this, the first thing that kind of takes you by surprise is its sink rate. When you're used to fishing with something like a red-eye shad or this XR50, here's a red-eye shad. When you're used to fishing with those, you get used to a certain sink rate, so you kind of know when you can pull it and yo-yo it up off the bottom. This thing has a really, really quick sink rate, which is probably why they call it the LV500 Max. That's probably why they feel the Max for that sink, because I'm sure it gets down to the bottom really, really quick. So when you I was looking at something, sorry guys, but anyway, when you fish with this, you're going to want to keep that in mind, that it really does sink really quick. And when you go to their website, and I did this afterwards, they actually they towed it around as being a power fishing crankbait, and that's exactly what I was thinking after I noticed that it sank so fast. You're going to want to use this in deeper water, number one. If you don't use it in deeper water, then secondly, you'll want to use it in a power fishing technique, meaning you're going to want to burn it really, really fast. You're going to want to throw it out there and just yo-yo it real quick and burn it really, really fast, because if you're going to let it sink down to the bottom, or if you're going to try to work it over the top of weed beds and stuff, you're going to get hung up a lot because it sinks so quick. Most of the weight is up here. A lot of the lipless crankbaits, the weight is right down here towards the belly. On this one, I'll show it. Let's see, right here on this one. The weight is more right up here in the head of it, so it sinks like this. It lies down flat on the bottom, but it sinks nose down first. So just little things like that you're going to want to pay attention to. So, and then it has all the features that you've come to expect from Lucky Craft. You know, the nice paint jobs, the raised gill plates, etched scales, and three-dimensional holographic eyes that are very distinctive to the Lucky Craft brand. So I'm going to show you guys this color. Let's go here and look at it. This one's called Delta Craw. And I usually buy a lot of my crankbaits, or my lipless crankbaits, in crawdad patterns as well as shad patterns, because crawdad patterns, they've worked very, very well for me in the past. So I usually get one that is in a red pattern as well. So you can see it says LV Max 500 right there on the bottom. Maybe you can't see it. There we go. So, but there it is. There is the Delta Craw. This next one I'm going to show you is called Chartreuse Shad. This one got a little bit more beat up on me from beating it down on the rocks. Again, like I was saying, you don't really realize how fast it sinks until you're already on the bottom. So it's just one thing to pay attention to when you're fishing the LV500. If you're going to be fishing somewhere that's, you know, just 3 or 4 feet and you're not going to burn it, you might want to go to something else, just because it really does sink fast. It's quite surprising. But it's basically a sexy shad, or a chartreuse shad. I mean, this is called Chartreuse Shad, but you have your yellow line in the ear right there, and it's kind of transparent. You can kind of see the balls going through there, so it's not completely opaque, but you get the idea here. That says LV Max 500. So there's Chartreuse Shad. Alright, you guys, so if you guys get the opportunity to pick up an LV500, check them out. Check out their whole series, though, because the LV500 Max might not do it, might not be good for you, but some of their other ones might work out well for you, like the LV200 or the 300, or even the 100. The zero seems kind of odd with that lip on it, but try out some of these other ones, and I'm sure that they're gonna work out perfectly for you. So check them out. Thanks for watching, and if you guys have the time, go and check out my Facebook page if you guys haven't already. It's on my channel page. If you go on my channel page, upper right hand corner, I put a link on there. It just says Facebook, and you guys go check it out and friend me on there, and I'll accept it every time. And if you guys like the video, hit the like button. Really appreciate that, and I'll talk to you guys next week. We'll be doing maybe the red eye shad, or Roku shad, or a Roku shad, or the I'm a Rockin' vibe or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'll let you guys know. All right, guys, take care.